What? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. But today's Wednesday of the week that I want to finish my inventory for my shop launch. All of my pieces are cut out, they're ground, and last night I started foiling.
Enough money apparently. These are the products he uses for him.
So I got through 3 of my flower keychains. My goal today, all of the small stuff. So I want to finish foiling my flower keychains and I want to do the butterfly magnets. I think it's doable. I don't have a whole lot of time today to work on it. Like I said, I work full time. So I have a little bit of time during lunch and I have a little bit of time after work. I think we're sitting in a good spot. So. All right, it's Thursday morning, so it's the next morning, and look how far we got. I'm keeping everything on my coffee table, so I'm pretty much taking over my living room in order to finish these pieces. But we got really far. So we finished the daisy keychains, there's 5 of them, and the butterfly magnets, there's 6 of them. And I even stayed up late last night, which I probably shouldn't have done, but bedtime procrastination is a thing, I guess. And I did one of the big butterflies. So we are ahead of schedule, which is amazing. And that means we have 4 of the big butterflies left to do. You can see one here. I've already taken off all the stickers and just look. I think they're turning out so good. I'm so excited to see them all finished. But my goal for today is to get 2 of the big butterflies done. And then that way tomorrow, Friday, I will get the other 2 done. And hopefully then Saturday, I plan to sit down and do all of the soldering all at once in a big batch. So that's where we're at. I'll keep you updated as we make progress, but I think things are looking good. gonna stay hooked on my dress. Alright. Alright. It's soldering day. I finished foiling all my pieces, in case you haven't seen, I think you saw. But here's the thing. This is gonna take me several hours. And I am selfish, lazy, one of the two, where I want to sit and watch TV while I solder. Normally I solder on my kitchen island area, but it's facing away from the TV. And if I'm going to sit here for hours, I want to watch some TV. So what that means is I'm going to change my living room. I'm going to bring in a table, chairs, I'm going to solder. I know. But I'm going to go outside. You're not allowed outside. Okay, this'll work.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go! All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life.
Good news, we're halfway. Ooh, okay. That was probably unflattering. Oh, shit. Okay. One thing about my soldering iron that I don't like is that the cord is so heavy that sometimes I worry that the cord is heavy enough to pull it off. And what if it lands on my lap or like, I don't know, it's kind of scary. I might do a video in the future on like getting started kit for cheap for stained glass because it can actually be really expensive to get started. But everyone recommends like a $60 soldering iron. There's one, I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen with that everyone recommends. And it is really good. I've used it before. But this one was like $15 at Walmart. And you know what? It's good enough. Like, it's good enough for a beginner to get used to it. What I wanted to do is do a little halfway check-in, talk to you guys a little bit. I mean, this has taken hours. Okay, it is difficult to speak and do things at the same time. So by halfway, I mean we've done all of the backs. So now I'm going to flip them over, remove the tape like I did with this guy, and we're going to solder the fronts. I can go ahead and do the sides, and then we can clean up any of the messy bits. And I think that's all I'm going to be able to get through today. There's still a final step of adding the jump rings and the chains and the magnets and the keychains and all that kind of stuff, but that might have to be another day. But that's okay. That's okay. We're making progress, and you know what? That's all that matters. So, what should we chat about? What are y'all watching nowadays? Like, any good TV shows or any new YouTubers maybe that I haven't heard of that I should check out? I'm kind of itching for new content, just to like switch up what I'm watching. I have actually started a show recently that was really popular a few years ago, but it's called The Boys on Amazon Prime. Actually, I started watching it on a date, and don't tell the guy that I'm seeing, I'm watching it now, because it was good, and I wanted to see what happened next, and I couldn't wait. Anyways, it's really good. It's this superhero show that is essentially like the superheroes are an allegory for modern day celebrities, but like kind of, right? So like these superheroes work for this company and they're all worried about like their brand and their imaging and the narrative that the public believes in them. I haven't figured out why. I don't know what their end game is. Certainly one is to make money, right? If the public believes in them more, then they make more money on like live streams and however celebrities make money. But I'm guessing there's some political motivations as well for power or something. I haven't quite figured it out. But essentially, it's like these superheroes who have to have this public image of being good and America's sweethearts and but are actually just normal people who are not the best, actually. There's a couple of them that are good and have morals and stuff, and then there are a few of them that are not so great and don't have morals. And it's interesting. There's some hilarious moments that it's like, sometimes I'm watching the screen and a scene will happen and I will genuinely be shocked and be like, what the hell did I just watch? What was that? But in a good way. In a good way. I like it when TV shows can surprise me. I feel like that doesn't happen very much nowadays. It's different and I like it. What else should we talk about? I guess we can talk about like the future ideas that I have. I would love to get input if there's anybody watching. Yeah, I have some like bigger ideas that if I ever gain more of an audience or start to make money with this project that I would love to do. And then I have ideas of things to do next. Like once this collection is done and we have the website that we have Etsy set up, and so I've been kind of drawing things and like brainstorming and I'm thinking I want to do like a space theme. I've always been really into astronomy, so that's another hobby of mine that I like enjoy learning about. And so I think a space theme could be really cool. I also have a bunch of blue glass that is left over from a past project that I've done that I genuinely don't know how I'm going to use up. I also thought trying to design a piece that looked like alien landscape, like an alien landscape would be cool. And we can play with really fun colors for like the sky and have multiple moons in the background and like have like a purple mountain or something. I don't know, I think that could be kind of cool. I also really want to get into 3D objects. You can make little jewelry boxes, or you can make little trinket dishes, or you can make 3D sculptures, right? There are tons of stained glass artists that just make beautiful 3D sculptures. But that's a whole new area of this craft that I have not even tried at. I have this dream of a possible future product that is like a homemade candle with a homemade, what do you call it? It's not a candle dish. Vessel? Is that what you call it? The cup that the candle comes in? What's that called? Probably like a vessel. I'm going to call it a vessel. So like a homemade stained glass vessel that comes with a homemade candle in it. Because then when you use up your candle, you have something that's beautiful and can be used for other things. But I can certainly start soon on learning how to make like a 3D little trinket dish. I think that seems pretty straightforward. I think I can figure out how to do that. Other than that, one thing that I would love, love, love to do that I've always had in the back of my mind, make pieces for charities and organizations that I really believe in and want to help out. And the one that comes to mind, let me give you an example. The one that comes to mind is like, if you guys know who Maya Higa is, she's a Twitch streamer, but she also runs a animal sanctuary and does a lot of conservation communication work. So she is like educating the masses on the importance of certain species and protecting the environment, and does a lot of really effective public outreach. And I really like how she's like she's using Twitch to do it. But if I ever got, I don't know, we'll see how sales go, but I was thinking of I could make pieces, I don't know, we'll see how sales go, but I was thinking of I could make pieces that looked like her animals, her different like animal ambassadors that she has at the sanctuary, and then use a portion of those proceeds to donate her charity as a way to fundraise and to give back. And I want to be able to support things like that because I think that is so cool what she is doing. Like, she's 26, she's a little bit younger than me, but roughly my age, and she owns an animal sanctuary, and she has rescued dozens of animals, yes, but more importantly, she does a lot of education, and she exposes so many new audiences to the idea of, hey, it's really important that we protect our environments. It's just really cool. Her story is really cool, so if you haven't heard of her, definitely go check her out. She's, like, super inspiring. Yeah, so I would love to do things like that with my shop in the future. All right. I'm having a hard time speaking and doing this at the same time, and if I'm going to finish these, like the bag sides tonight, I need to get going. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to continue watching The Boys, and I'll finish these up tonight. Okay. All right. If you guys have not tried Thai iced tea, let me put you onto it. It is so good. I'm telling you, you gotta try it. Okay. It has been some time since I last checked in with you. Fair to say, I did not quite make my goal of finishing all my inventory during that week. And that was last week. So it's been a week since I talked to you. But you know what? It's okay. We're gonna finish it tonight. I know. You're like, Abby, it's already dark outside. It is already dark outside, but you know what? It's a Friday night. And I can stay up and finish my inventory if I want to. I'm in a weird mood. So I just got back from Hobby Lobby and ate my Thai food, which was very good, by the way. But I needed to go to Hobby Lobby for magnets and E6000 glue. Did I need to get all of this other stuff? No. Am I going to show you what all this other stuff is? Yes, because I'm very excited about it. Did I need to spend all this money? No. I did not need to spend all this money. But I did. So, damage is done. Let me show you what I got. Alright, let's start with the things that we actually did need. Magnets, E6000 glue, and then I did pick up a new spool of solder. Now, Hobby Lobby is not the most cost-effective place to get solder, but I figured since I was there, I should pick it up. That's like the boring stuff. Let's get into the fun stuff. I got a bunch of glass. Did I need this? No. But I have a few projects in mind that I want to do next after I finish my inventory for this drop that, I just wanted to get some new glass to play around with. One project that I think I'm going to do is I have this TV console, which is right behind you, that has these little cubbies, and these cubbies are open. And I've tried to decorate them, I've tried to make them look cute, and they look fine, but they're not, they're fine, but they're not great. So I was thinking of making some like stained glass panels to put in front of them, and then I had this in my old apartment, but I need to set it up in this new one, is I would put LED lights in my TV console. And honestly, it was such a vibe at night while watching TV to have like whatever color of lights that you wanted. And I was thinking that if we made a piece of like I'm thinking either all clear or clear mixed with maybe some sort of translucent white glass. But that would be really pretty as paneling on my TV console, and then with the lights behind it, we can make it any color we want. But I wanted to get some samples of just some different like textures of clear glass to start to think about it and play around with it. So that's what this is. This is just plain. And then this one is clear crystal ice. I love this one. That's beautiful. This is one of my favorite glass patterns of all time. It's glue chip is what they call it. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, I was thinking of doing like space themed. So when I saw this, like, does this not scream alien planet to you? You know? I loved the marbling. I loved the purple and blue colors. And then I just got black because I thought that would be useful in space themed pieces. So I did splurge a little bit more because further down in the stained glass aisle, they had mirrors. And I think playing around with mirrors and incorporating mirror pieces into like bigger stained glass works is going to be a lot of fun to play around with. I know there's like additional preparation steps that you have to do in order to use a mirror that I don't know how to do yet, but I'm learning. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I got this just square piece to play around with, see what I can do. And then I saw these. And you cannot tell me that mirrored moons on a space-themed piece wouldn't be so fun. Crescent moon shapes you can cut out of glass, but that inner curve is such a pain in the ass because you have to most likely grind it out, and like this is hard to not break when you're cutting. And so to have these already cut out and in like cute little moon shapes, like, are you kidding? Anyways, that's my haul. Everything together was like $80. Kind of a lot, but also like this is my new hobby and I'm excited about it. So it's all right. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping. Let me collect all my supplies and let's finish our inventory. Exciting. It's not the most aesthetic setup. Don't do as I do as I say. But I wanted to sit and watch TV while I did this, so I am making a temporary setup in my living room. Also, I'm still figuring out where in my one-bedroom apartment is like a good workstation. I haven't nailed it yet, so anyways, don't judge me too harshly. I don't think I mentioned this. All I have left to do is attach the hardware to my pieces. So solder on the jump rings and attach the chains, or attach like the keychain attachment, or obviously for making a magnet, stick on the magnet. So I don't expect this to take very long. Have all my pieces right here, have all my hardware here, soldering set up, we're good to go. Saturday, folks. Last night I tapped out around 2:30, 3 a.m., which, for me, at the ripe old age of 27, is starting to get a little late. But no, I would have stayed up and finished everything, but I wanted to make sure the magnets that I glued on, I wanted to make sure the glue had enough time to cure. So, we're back at it again today. The only thing I have left is I'm going to test the strength of the glue, or I'm going to try to pull these magnets off, and if I can, clearly I didn't use enough glue, and I will re-glue it. But if they are good, then I'll just solder around the magnet, make the back look nice and pretty, and we're done. So, hopefully that's not going to take very long, but we'll see. Everything always takes longer than I think it will. Okay. Alright, exciting news. We are finally done with the inventory. Yeah, so all of the hardware has been attached. I've washed everything. So after typically you solder a piece, you're going to want to get all the flux off of it so it doesn't like corrode the metal and make it gross. Also, it's like kind of slimy, so you don't want to like sell it to people with that and then it gets all over their hands. Anyways, for all of the pieces, the hardware is attached. I finished washing everything. It's looking great. It's looking good. And I have one update that I want to share with you. First off, you probably saw in one of the last clips is I was using these little dinky, I don't know, I can't remember what you call them, but they're like little keychain clips for the keychains. And I don't know what my deal was. Back a few months ago when I was buying all the hardware and things for these projects, I could not find reasonably priced keychain rings. Everything was so expensive in such low quantities that it was just unreasonable. I was looking at them the other day and they looked so dinky and I felt bad. I think I knew that if I bought something and this keychain is going to be on the pricier side for keychains because they take so long to make. I knew if I bought something and it came with this, I would be disappointed. So I took a gander again, just online. I was looking on Amazon, and I came across a pack of not only a bunch of keychain rings, but also different sizes of really nice looking lobster clasps. I think it was $7 for 150 pieces. I still thought $7 is a relatively good price for all of this hardware. I went ahead and switched out our Daisy keychains to now use, you can see, these lobster clasps. And I think they look so much nicer. Like, this is gonna last. You know what I mean? I think as a consumer, I feel much better about if someone buys this, I feel much better about sending something with this clasp than I did with these little dinky ones. That being said, I will find a use for these. They're not going to go to waste. I will probably keep them in my crafting supplies forever. I don't know. I'm sure I will think of something in the future. So that's really the only change that I've done since the last time I saw you. And yeah, I'm excited. We are one step closer to opening the shop. There's still stuff that we have to do. There's a few back-end business things that we have to do. There's like, I need to finish finalizing packaging. I want to order some business cards and some like carrot cards to send to people in their packages. We need to order those. Oh, we need to take product photos. We need to come up with a pricing strategy. So there's still a few things to do before we can like officially open the Etsy shop. And all of those will be in the next video. So look forward to that. I've already gotten started on it and started checking off some items off our list. I'm not going to set myself a date. Okay, so let's talk about this for a little bit. Throughout this entire video, I was kind of feeling hard on myself for how long this is taking. Like, I would set a goal, I wanted to do something in a week, and then it would take me a little bit longer, and then life would happen, like work would get busy, or one of my best friends had her bachelorette party, so, you know, traveled for the weekend to be able to go do that with her, and, you know, things keep getting delayed, even though there's no real deadlines, like, I'm making up the deadlines, and I just keep going back to, like, what is the point of this? And the point was not to open up my shop as quickly as possible and make as much money as possible and have everything perfect and, like, rush to get everything done super fast. Like, the point of this was to have something for me to work on that was outside of work, that was outside of consuming content, and that was like working towards building something. And if we go back to that goal, then I'm fine. Like, things are moving, and I don't know, I think I'm just learning to like the process. You know, I like taking my time, and I like perfecting all the solder lines as much as I can, and I like taking the time to like think through all the business stuff and to think through branding, and it's a huge learning curve for someone who, I don't know anyone who owns a business. I didn't grow up knowing people who run businesses. You know, this is like all brand new to me. And it's all just something I'm doing in my free time. So it's okay that it's taking time. So yes, very exciting stuff. Inventory is done. That was a big box that we get to check off now before our shop launch. So just a reminder, we have 5 daisy keychains. We have 6 butterfly magnets, we have 5 bigger daisy sun catchers, and we have big butterfly sun catchers. So that's a lot. That's actually a lot for stained glass. That's a lot of work, but it's good to be done, progress, and I'm excited. I'm excited to open my shop. I'm excited to see what it's like. I think I just get really anxious because, you know, I'm talking about opening a business and like starting a business, but I haven't actually gotten to the selling anything part. And that's the important part about making a business. I would like to provide some value to somebody. And until we get something listed, I don't think it's going to quite feel real, if that makes sense. I guess what I'm saying is I'm very excited to get to the point where I actually have something listed on Etsy and I can get these products in the hands of people. And I can ship them out. Like, I'm just excited for that. And we're close. We're getting really close. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Soon we will open a shop launch, and then of course I will tell you how it goes, and I'll show you about, you know, shipping out our first order and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess, you know what, if anyone else is working on starting a business or wants to start a business but doesn't feel like they have the time, I guess this shows like I don't have the time. Yeah, it's taken almost 6 months now to get to this point, but like, that's okay. It's okay if something takes 6 months. The goal of this year was just to open a shop and to start a business. That was the goal. We're more than halfway there, and we're about halfway through the year, so I think we're achieving it. We're doing good. Did you like how I just gave myself a pep talk? Anyways, okay, I'm tired and I'm rambling and I need to stop doing this. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to just subscribe. That sounds so weird to say, but we have lots of exciting stuff coming. Yeah, let me know what you guys think below. Let me know if you have any suggestions, or let me know if there's like things you want to see that I'm not showing. Love to hear from you. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.